Now, when we look to competitions like Miss South Africa and Mrs. South Africa, that's to find the global ambassadors that will put South Africa's best foot forward. Now, we are also represented by a Mr. South Africa, and the entries for which are about to close is coming up. The deadline is this coming Tuesday, the 31st of July. So if you think you could be the next Mr. South Africa, then sit up and take note, because this morning we are joined by the new owner and CEO of the competition, JP Robberts, who is Mr. South Africa's second Prince 2017. Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic title.
I love that. JP, thank you very much, man. Nice to see you. Yeah, from a second Prince, Mr. South Africa, you've walked your own journey. You went through all of those challenges. You did what you needed to do to come where you are now. But you've taken on this brand new role as the CEO. Why the new direction?
Well, it's a simple mentality. You don't go to a shoemaker to fix your car, and you don't enter a pageant which is run by somebody that hasn't been in one themselves. So I kind of think my experience from when I was in the competition, I identified things that could have been improved on, that could have been done better, things that could have supported me better from a brand perspective in my own career. And that's kind of why I took over it, because it was the launching platform for my career, and I want to be able to give that opportunity to other guys.
I'm quite intrigued to find out what are some of the changes that you will be implementing to the competition.
So there's quite a big number of changes. Traditionally, for example, a specific challenge would have been aimed at a specific charity, where the first change that I brought in, every challenge that we do that does have a financial aspect to it, whatever we donate to charity gets divided up equally among our 3 charities. Okay, that is one of the first things, just to ensure fairness. We don't have a set measuring criteria or entering criteria. So, for example, you could put Ian and me against each other, and I would still be able to stand a chance against him.
Whatever.
But the biggest change is probably the prizes that has been brought in. So, like you can see, this is a little bit outdated. Ever since I took over, 3 months later, our total prizes were standing at 360,000. But my team and I just managed to secure 2 all-expenses-paid trips to Istanbul for my winner and one of my contestants. There it is, right
Zoe,
there.
don't you wish you were a guy right now so you can enter, because she loves Istanbul. You can see.
We'll have to take you with.
Listen, from the perspective of being a former Prince, having walked through that journey as well, what do you feel it takes to be a Mr. South Africa? And I think on the back of that, let's say somebody, like, I'm super busy, all right? And let's say I want to enter, and I think a lot of guys have the same question. Do you need to have a lot of time available to go through the process?
No, actually, as a matter of fact, you don't. And specifically with some of our challenges building up to the finals of Mr. South Africa, one of the rules in the challenges is, depending on the challenge, that it's not allowed to take more than 20 minutes to an hour out of your day. Obviously, the bigger challenges takes a little bit more. Yeah. But I just want to set that record straight. It's not a case of you have to quit your job or you have to dedicate half of your day to this. So no, it doesn't take that much time out of your day.
But what type of guy are you looking for then, essentially?
Essentially somebody that wants to make a difference, somebody that wants to launch their career, but also give back to their community, and that wants to do good.
Okay. Now, for all the prospective contestants that want to enter, I mean, the entries are closing on Tuesday, the 31st of July. How can they enter?
Right there.
The easiest would be to go onto the website, which is www.anewmrsa.co.za, and it kind of sounds like we're pressing to get guys in and out, but that was really from a new branding perspective. Yeah. The alternative would be to find us on Facebook or just send us an email at info@anewmrsa.co.za, and myself or one of the teams will pick it up, because I am that CEO that actually responds to people myself.
That's good.
Not a genetic response.
No. Listen, thank you very much for joining us, and I wish you all the best in this new journey with the new direction that the brand is taking as well. We're going to really follow you closely to see exactly what is happening, and also welcome, I'm sure, some of that new Mrs. South Africa hopefuls here on your Feel Good Breakfast show as well. All the best, JP.
Thank you so
very
much,
much.
guys.
So like you've mentioned, those entries close this coming Tuesday, the 31st of July. That whole process kicks off, is just around the corner. But if you want to enter, the website to go to is a new mrsouthaafrica.co.za.